Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are bringing some serious, high energy to a topic that I know is deeply personal for so many of you out there. I'm talking directly to the Uber drivers, the delivery careers, the everyday independent workers who are, frankly, just exhausted. You know the drill. You're out there grinding 60 hours a week, yet somehow you're watching these apps take a larger and larger cut of your hard-earned fares every single year. It's honestly a super frustrating cycle. But what if there was a clear, actionable way out? Well, in today's explainer, we're breaking down a strategic blueprint to take you from just doing gig work to genuine, real-deal business ownership.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the gig worker trap. Second, enter the family LLC. Third, steps to build credibility. Fourth, tools for the new economy. And finally, building a family legacy. Let's dive in.
Section 1. The gig worker trap. Relying on apps instead of building an asset.
So we really have to start by validating a very real pain point here. You are generating a ton of cash flow for an app, but you aren't actually building an asset for yourself. Which brings us to a massive misconception. Is business ownership literally only for the rich? Think about a driver. Let's call him Dave. Dave's 45, he works incredibly hard, but he feels totally intimidated by the idea of formalizing his daily hustle. People like Dave often think a business requires, a fancy office, millions in venture capital, and absolutely flawless credit. But I'm here to tell you that simply isn't true.
In fact, our source material hits the nail right on the head with this realization. Many drivers are already operating like independent businesses and just don't realize it yet. Think about it. If you're driving rideshare or running deliveries all day, you already have the foundation built. You manage your own logistics, you handle customer service, you track your expenses. You're doing the work. You just need to officially claim the real business identity you're already acting out every single day.
And claiming that identity, it's absolutely critical for your safety. Right now, in what we call the trap, literally everything is tied up in your personal name, your personal bank account, your personal credit, and crucially, your personal liability. If something goes wrong out on the road, everything you own is suddenly on the line. But by making the shift to a proper business structure, you essentially put a protective umbrella right over your family. You gain legal protection, better organization, and you finally remove that dangerous glass ceiling on your growth.
Section 2. Enter the family LLC. A simple, low-risk bridge.
Okay, so what exactly is this low-risk bridge? It's called a family LLC. And I want to be super clear here. Forming a family LLC absolutely does not mean you have to go rent a downtown skyscraper or buy some massive mahogany boardroom table. No way. It is purely about creating a structured legal foundation. It's really just drawing a line in the sand that says, okay, this is my personal life, and this over here is my business. Doing that protects your home, and it opens doors you probably can't even see yet.
So you might be wondering, what would your family LLC actually do? Well, you can easily structure it around the things you already do effortlessly, like transportation or delivery services. Or, if you want, you can use it to pivot into entirely new territory, media, marketing, consulting, digital education. The beauty of this is the sheer flexibility. You get to start incredibly simple, based strictly on the hustle you already know.
Moving on to Section 3. Steps to build credibility. The simple admin side of things.
Let's actually take this from theory into practice. Getting this off the ground requires just 3 foundational steps. Step 1, legally form your LLC in your state. Step 2, apply for an EIN from the IRS. And step 3, open a business bank account. That's literally the whole shebang. Believe it or not, these administrative hurdles can often be knocked out online in a matter of days, or honestly, even hours. Let's demystify step 2 real quick. What on earth is an EIN? It stands for Employer Identification Number. Please don't let the corporate jargon intimidate you. The IRS isn't going to ask for a blood test here. Just think of an EIN as a social security number for your business. That's it. It just allows lenders, banks, and the government to see that your business has its very own, totally separate financial identity. Once you've got that basic setup done, you just start building trust, piece by piece. Keep your LLC active, maintain that business bank account, set up a professional-sounding email, launch a super simple website, and just make consistent deposits. You absolutely do not need massive venture funding to get started. True business credit begins by just establishing these simple, everyday credibility markers over time.
And that brings us to this absolutely crucial philosophy. Structure changes everything. Look, many gig workers have great cash flow coming in every single week. But cash flow without structure? That just pays the bills. It's the structure itself,
The LLC, the bank accounts, that built-up credibility that actually plants the seeds to unlock real, long-term wealth.
So what happens when you finally get that structure in place? Entirely new doors swing wide open. Over time, your business can start qualifying for vendor accounts, dedicated business credit cards, fleet programs to maybe expand your vehicles, and even marketing funding. Just imagine the kind of leverage you'll have. You go from basically bigging an app's algorithm for a decent fare to commanding real resources from major financial institutions. It's a total game changer.
All right, Section 4, Tools for the New Economy, Leveraging Modern Tech.
Now that your structure is locked in, how do you actually scale it? Listen, if the word technology kind of makes your palms sweat, let me reassure you right now. You do not need to know coding. You don't need a fancy office. And you certainly don't need to be perfect. Especially for folks over 40 who might feel a little left behind by the crazy pace of the tech world, hear me loud and clear. The tools available to us today are designed for everyday people to use easily.
To help you navigate all this, the Source introduces something called the Family LLC Club. Think of this as your new digital headquarters. It's a community specifically designed to teach everyday people the exact skills needed for this new economy. We're talking about mastering your business structure, utilizing beginner-friendly AI tools, and learning actual long-term family wealth strategies. It's a comprehensive hub designed to shift your mindset completely out of the gig economy rat race.
And a major ally mentioned within this ecosystem is Blandrake LLC. Blandrake is basically an AI marketing agency built from the ground up to help regular people leverage modern technology. They literally hand you the beginner AI tools and provide the marketing support you need to make your new family LLC thrive. It completely removes that intimidation factor of entering the digital marketplace.
Finally, Section 5, Building a Family Legacy, Focusing on Multi-Generational Impact.
All right, we've covered a ton of ground today, and now it's time to shift our focus to generating lasting, multi-generational impact. If you want to take action on the resources we've unpacked, here is your clear next step. Visit williamblanding.com to explore the Family LLC Club, dive deep into business credit education, and get your hands on those beginner AI tools. It is all right there waiting for you.
But, why go through all this effort? Let this incredible quote from the source really sink in for a second. The goal is not just making money today. The goal is building something your family can grow tomorrow. That right there, that is the absolute anchor of everything we've discussed today. Transitioning to a business owner isn't just about easing your daily grind. It is about fundamentally moving from just surviving to building true ownership that actually outlasts you.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Are you ready to formalize your hustle and actually build your family's future? The blueprint is sitting right in front of you, and the tools have literally never been more accessible than they are right now. The only thing left to do is take that very first step out of the trap and into your legacy. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Now get out there and start building.